Hi, I'm Ollie. Welcome to Oxford Online English. I've got a question. Have you ever forgotten your best friend's birthday or been late for an important meeting? Have you ever spilled coffee on a friend's shirt?
What connects all these situations? They're all situations where you might need to apologise. If so, what would you say? Of course, to apologise, you can just say, I'm sorry, but there's much more language that native level English speakers use to apologise and express how they feel.
You'll learn a wide range of language to apologise in this lesson. This video is part of a series called Level Up, where you can expand your English conversation skills for everyday situations. Don't forget to check out other videos in our Level Up series too.
Another thing, don't forget to turn on subtitles if you need them. This video has English subtitles. Click the CC button on the video player to turn them on. Are you ready for your class? Let's begin. I'm really annoyed. I came here specifically to buy an oven dish that I saw online, but then I was told you don't sell them anymore.
Yeah, the supplier went out of business, unfortunately.
I drove all the way from London to buy one. Why is it on your website if you don't have it?
I apologise for the inconvenience. It happened very suddenly and we haven't had time to update our website yet.
Well, I'm not happy with this.
I do apologise. I know it must be disappointing. Is there something else I can help you with instead?
No, thank you.
Saying I apologise is a formal way of saying sorry. You'll most often hear it in a business environment, at an office, or to someone in authority, like a boss, a judge, a police officer, someone like that. You may encounter different forms of I apologise, such as I do apologise, or please accept my apologies, or my sincerest apologies. Words like do and sincerest add emphasis, showing the other person that you feel bad about what happened. These different forms of I apologise are often found in formal writing. Have you ever received a letter of apology from a business for bad service? In English, these letters would often start with something like, we apologise. How else could you apologise in formal writing?
The letter from the college came.
That's so exciting. What does it say?
Dunno, haven't opened it yet.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Here goes.
Go on. What does it say?
Dear Miss Phillips, we regret to inform you...
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
We regret to inform you that your application was unsuccessful.
I'm so sorry you didn't get in. I know how much you wanted it.
Well, we're here now, so we might as well get an ice cream. I was hoping it would be a celebration.
I know. Me too. It's closed.
What? Why?
There's a sign. We regret to inform you that due to unforeseen circumstances, we will be closed until further notice.
Communication from companies often use the phrase, we regret to inform you that. We regret to inform you that you were not selected for the interview. We regret to inform you that your insurance policy does not cover such situations. But what about everyday conversations? Perhaps you want to apologise to a friend, or a sibling, or a neighbour. Oh, ouch! Look what you've done! You've spilled hot coffee all over me.
Oh, I am so sorry.
The shirt is ruined.
Let me help. I'm really sorry. That was so clumsy of me. Please let me pay for the shirt. It's the least I can do.
Sometimes I don't know where your head is.
I know. I really should pay more attention to my surroundings. The simplest way of apologizing is to say, I'm sorry. It's neutral language which fits almost any situation. However, if the incident is more serious, you could add a word like very or really for emphasis. You can also make an apology sound stronger by emphasizing the auxiliary verb. For example, I am sorry sounds stronger than just I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just don't think your son is ready to play on the team yet.
I don't understand why you say that. He's been working so hard and he's improved a lot.
He has. I can see that, but he's still the weakest pitcher on the team.
You should give him a chance. He may not be great at the game, but he's very enthusiastic.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't make any sense at all. We have a championship coming up.
Well, I'm sorry you see it that way. You can see that I'm sorry can be used in many different useful ways, depending on the context. You can say sorry or I'm sorry, even in situations where you haven't done anything wrong. You can use it to disagree politely. For example, I'm sorry, but what you're saying isn't logical. You can use it to introduce something you think the other person won't want to hear. For example, I'm sorry, but I don't think James will qualify for the race this season. You can use it to express disappointment. I'm sorry you won't be joining us this evening. You can even say I'm sorry to express sympathy when you hear sad news. I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well.
Oh no, are you okay?
I'm okay, but my car? It's a complete write-off. What am I going to do?
I am really sorry, it's my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
How will I get to work? Oh, what a mess.
I'm really very sorry. I'll sort it out. Please give me your insurance details. I'll have the car towed. Can I call you a taxi? You heard before that you can use words like really or very together with sorry to make your apology stronger. However, as you heard here, you can also use both words together for extra emphasis. I'm really very sorry. If you not only want to apologize, but also take responsibility for something, you can say, it's my fault. Hi, excuse me, hello, I think you're in my seat?
No, I don't think so. This is 23A, and it says so on my ticket.
May I have a look? No, your ticket says 28A. That's over there.
I beg your pardon?
I said your ticket says 28A.
Oh, excuse me. My eyes and ears aren't what they used to be.
That's quite all right. Do you need help moving your things?
Excuse me is mostly used to get someone's attention, as in, excuse me, but can I ask you a question? However, you might also use it as an apology in certain situations. It's quite old-fashioned and formal when used in this way. Excuse me can also mean, I'm sorry, but I didn't hear what you said. You heard another formal phrase in the dialogue just now. Do you remember it? You heard, I beg your pardon. This is a formal way of apologising. It's rarely used in modern conversational English, but you might hear it. Sometimes people use it ironically. Hello, Derek. Thanks so much for coming to see me.
Hello, Mrs. Sanders.
As you may have guessed, this is about the whole petty cash incident.
Go on.
Well, it seems we owe you an apology. The thief was caught this morning.
That's good to hear. I told you I didn't take the money.
Yes, you did. And I owe you a sincere apology for accusing you.
Well, I appreciate the apology, but I was really hurt by the accusation.
I know. And for that, I apologise and hope we can move past it.
You can use I owe you an apology when you realise that you've done something wrong and you want to put it right. You can also say it to other people if they've done something wrong and you want them to apologise. For example, if your child snatches a toy from another child, you could say, Kelly, I think you owe Neil an apology, don't you? You can also use this phrase to demand an apology from someone else by saying, I think you owe me an apology. We've now heard some words and phrases you can use to say you're sorry, but sometimes people apologize without actually using any of these words. Why isn't the environmental report on my desk yet?
The internet was down again. I couldn't do the research.
I'm so tired of this service provider. I couldn't even do my presentation yesterday.
This has been going on for weeks now. We're all falling behind on our work.
Oh well, what can you do? We're also reliant on technology these days.
Apologies are sometimes given in an indirect way, without using words such as I am sorry or please accept my apology. Instead, people sometimes offer an explanation. For example, in a city where public transportation is unreliable, coming late to a meeting and giving an explanation like, the bus was late, might be perfectly acceptable. In a city known for its heavy snowfall, an explanation like, the snow was so heavy this morning I couldn't get my car out of the driveway, may be all you need to say.
Now, Let's see if you can take the language you've learned today and apply it to a real situation. I can't believe you missed the meeting. Could you respond? What did you say? There are many possibilities, but some are more appropriate than others. Maybe you were tempted to say, I'm sorry. But is that really the best choice in this situation? Let's see how this could play out in the real world.
I can't believe you missed the meeting.
The bus was late and the traffic on Stephen Street was awful.
That's hardly an excuse. You should have made another plan. You know how important this meeting is for the company.
I know, I apologise. I should have left home sooner.
You really let me down. I thought I could rely on you.
You can. I sincerely apologise. It won't happen again. Maybe I can phone Mr. Beach to try and reschedule?
By saying, I apologise, and adding the word sincerely, you have a better chance of communicating just how much you regret them missing the meeting. You could say, it won't happen again, to show your commitment to not making the same mistake again. Adding an offer to try and fix the situation may just show how much you care and smooth things over with the boss. So, you've seen many different ways to apologise. Why not put your new skills to the test right now? Pause the video and try to complete the phrases.
Could you do it? Need more time? You can take more time. Try to get as many answers as you can. Let's see the answers now. How
did you do? Did you get them all? Being able to apologise effectively is a skill that will be useful throughout your life. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thanks for watching.
See you soon.